Namaste, Ankita.
Please take your seat.
A little carefully.
Carefully, sir. Comfortably.
अंकिता, आपके बारे में बताइए.
Sir, myself Ankita SAHU. I have done my graduation from Odisha University of Agriculture and Technology. Now I am pursuing my post-graduation from OAT, from College of Forestry. And this is my first attempt and first interview, sir.
Good, wonderful. And how old? UG merit scholarship, PG merit scholarship. Good, excellent.
Your
What
subject is forestry, optional subject.
Yes, sir.
Good. And forest policy and law. Very good. Continue. Oh, you are
Yes,
not
sir.
completed.
This is my second year.
Your
So-
hobby is Odisha dance.
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Anyhow, at the end of it, because we would like to see one or two dance postures. Will you show us some Odisha dance postures at the end of it? Okay. Now,
Today, at the end of the
at the end of it, we are interested. And if you are comfortable. Now, before that, forest policy and law, it's a comparatively new subject, perhaps, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Huh? You are probably the first or second batch.
I'm in the second year, sir.
Huh?
Second year.
Second year, I know. But is it a new subject introduced or old subject?
No, sir. It has been introduced since a long time.
Since a long time. So that's a very, very interesting area.
Silviculture.
Yes, sir.
It deals with
Sir, it deals with care and development of forest crops from the very first stage to the older stage.
Okay, oh, sorry. It starts with that. Okay, sorry. Silviculture, okay. Agroforestry ecology. So, very, very interesting topic. So, Ankita, this is a discipline which concerns the entire world, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Because ecology, basically ecology.
Yes, sir.
And this is an old debate. Development and then conserving the ecology.
Yes, sir.
Isn't it?
Yes.
And how to reconcile these two.
Yes.
So what are your thoughts, considered thoughts as a scientist? Very briefly, but pithily, essentially.
Sir,
Think it over and...
Okay, sir. Sir, development is the basic part of our life nowadays. But rather than development, we should more focus on the conservation and protection of the natural resources, sir.
Okay.
And our forestry deals with that thing. We emphasize more on the conservation and protection of the forest along with developmental process.
Very good, Ankita. We take it. So far as you are concerned, there is no confusion, there is no ambivalence, there is no dispute at all. Yes, development is very much essential, but that development, whatever we may define it, it has to be within the confines of conservation of the ecology,
Yes.
not at the cost of it. Excellent, sir.
Ankita,
I guess.
what's your name means? Ankita means?
So my name means it's auspicious sign. It means auspicious sign.
In Hindu scriptures or in some other?
In Sanskrit, sir.
Okay. You are from Angul,
Yes.
Angul district.
Yes.
Huh? Can you speak something about Angul district?
Yes, sir.
Personality of the Angul district, or the, if you are making an advocacy for your district,
Yes, sir.
for its heritage and then incredible.
Yes, sir.
Suppose it is incredible India and you want to speak about your district.
Yes, sir.
What will you speak?
So my district has much more diversity in every field. Rather than cultural, it has many industrial resources, mineral resources, and it has contributed more to the economic empowerment and social empowerment to the women as well. Sir, in terms of cultural, we have Sarashri Khetra Jagannath temple and Budi Thakurani temple. And in terms of ecological aspect, we have sanctuaries such as our Satkosia sanctuary and Tikarpada. And sir, in terms of industrial sector, the NALCO and MCL and certain private sectors are also there for say Jindal Thermal Power Plant, Jindal Steel and Power. And our women are more into the workforce rather than states contribution in the women.
Women participation in
Yes,
workforce.
sir. Yes, sir.
But if I say, I can say little different. Sir, our district, my district is a district where this freshwater crocodiles,
Yes, sir.
the unique species,
Yes, sir.
habitat is
Integral.
fostering in the river Mahanadi at Satkusya.
Yes, sir.
We have that Navaratna company in Alco that's the supplier of alumina for the country and the world as well.
Yes, sir.
So like this, you can boost up your things, no? Much more than
Thank
what
you.
you are saying. No?
Thank you.
Think in that scale. If you want to excel means you have to excel in all other fields, not only just in subjects. Okay. Anyway, your two things I have marked very peculiar. You have written plus 3 BSc.
Yes.
It is BSc degree. Your degree is
Yes, sir. It is BSc Forestry.
BSc forestry, but it is not mentioned forestry. So what we will mean? We will mean BSc, but it is not forestry. So you have to write forestry, BSc
Thanks.
forestry, then MSc.
MSc Forestry, sir.
Yes, then you have to mention MSc forestry.
Yes.
How your board will know that you are a student of forestry?
Yes, sir.
Please take care of this.
Yes, sir.
You are a meritorious student. You have got merit, UG merit scholarship, PG merit scholarship. Can you tell what is the recent Forest Management Act?
Sir, Forest Management Act.
2020, no? Recent one. Most recent Forest Management Act.
Sir, Forest Conservation Act has been amended in
Yes.
this year,
Hmm.
and it added more into the sustainable conservation approach.
Okay.
And the accredited land bank, for example, if a corporate sector or a individual has been established a plantation, then a project proponent can buy that plantation for the compensatory appreciation purpose. It has added that thing into this amendment, sir.
Okay. Any other thing?
Sir, I'm unaware of the fact.
That much. Are you aware of this Biodiversity Conservation Act?
Yes, sir.
What is that? Some of the important features.
Sir, it says about the sustainable utilization of resources, equitable benefit sharing, and more conservation to the biodiversity, sir.
What do you mean by biodiversity?
Sir, biodiversity means the diversity that we see in the environment process. It may be the biotic, abiotic, and diverse strata that are present in the ecosystem. That is
Diverse strata means little more explanation.
different strata means there are diverse tree species, diverse animal species are there. So these are the different strata.
Okay. Can you give us, you are a student of forestry, can you exactly distinguish between protected forest and reserve forest?
Yes, sir. Sir, these both have been demarcated by Indian Forest Act 1927. The reserve forest has been the more protected area rather than protected forest. In the reserve forest, the grazing is not permitted. It is mandatory to have the permit of the forest officials, but in protected forest certain protection have been given, but it is less in number, and in grazing aspect you can graze in the protected forest without any permit, sir.
Can I collect forest produce without any permission from reserve and protected?
Sir, forest produce can be
Suppose I collect.
withdrawn from the reserve forest, but it has to get through a permit, sir. But the local habitats who are the tribal inhabitants there, they can use the forest produce, but with certain limits, sir. They can.
Here it is clumsy. You have to be very particular.
Yes.
Local habitats will be allowed, and then we go and we are not allowed. This is a discrimination. That cannot happen.
I guess.
People can go or people may not go. Locals will go and non-locals will not go. That's not the criteria.
I guess.
Okay.
You belong to Angul district.
I guess so.
It has got a sizable tribal population. Supposing you are the collector there, so which welfare measures will you prioritize for the tribal population?
Yes, sir. Sir,
There are many schemes for implementation. So, which schemes will you give priority to?
Sir, first of all, I will start with the students, the tribal students, who are majorly dropout section.
Yes.
And the recent the Madhav Singh Hatha Kharcha that gives 5,000 rupees per year to the student section. I will let them know about the scheme. Then I will try to more focus on the tribal farmers, and I will convey them about the labor scheme that has been implemented in the Odisha in recent year. And sir, I will emphasize more to the tribal women because they are the mostly vulnerable in case of disease aspect. So
Health sector.
yes sir, health sector. So I will let them know about the different government scheme related to the health sector, sir.
And communication, there are no roads to some tribal villages. They are facing difficulties in coming, especially during the rainy season. So, what steps will you take in this regard?
Sir, for the weathered road should have been built there because the
No,
tribal.
won't you give priority to construction of roads? Small, they
Yes,
may be
sir.
small,
Yes, sir.
but roads must be there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because
Certain bridle
sometimes we
paths.
read in the news that an ambulance could not reach the house of a patient, so they had to carry the patient on a cot over their shoulders like this.
I guess.
So that is also a very important area
I guess.
for development. Communication, roads, etc. are very important.
I guess.
Sir.
Uh, so Ankita, when is your interview?
Sir, 13th.
13th.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So which newspapers you are reading, Ankita?
Sir, The Hindu. Currently, I'm reading The
Good,
Hindu.
good. And Odia?
Sir, Sampada, I'm just trying.
Why you can't? Okay, you can read and write,
I
Odia.
guess. I guess.
Samvad. I prefer Samaj. It's okay
I guess. Sir.
because Samvad I'm not very sure, but okay. So read it daily. You have time, isn't it?
I guess. Sir.
Spend as much time on, of course, Hindu is best, the editorials and the central page and opinion. You can spend 2-3 hours even. Read and reflect. We are not asking on international affairs. You know, there are a lot of the developments, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, all the strategic affairs, national. We are not asking because we hope you are ready with all those things, isn't it? But don't worry too much about it because only one week is there. Nothing. Whatever your area is, your own subjects. Obviously, you are outstanding. You are a merit scholar. So that is taken for granted. The other thing is, yes, situational things. Supposing you are a collector, what will you do in these things, etc. So a little going out, visualize yourself as an administrator.
Yes, sir.
What are the various problems? Okay, for instance, even Bhubaneswar, there is a mound of waste near, that place, Sainik School.
I guess. Sir.
So every urban center, urban administration, lot of issues, and then conflict. Communal conflict. Not so much in our state, but even then Balasore, Bhadrak, now and then it erupts. And then in the North India, it is very much there. The agitations, the confrontation between the union government and the
State government.
scale. There is a chief minister still in jail. In the meantime, IPC, CRPC getting amended.
I guess.
What are the main features? Digital evidence coming into picture, and then they are prescribing a time limit. So every sector. So even if you take one news item, headlines in Hindu or Samaj, it can make you reflect. For instance, yesterday Gajapati, one tribe was given habitat rights.
Yes, sir.
So that can connect the new minister, new government, chief minister from the tribal community, immediately making a difference on the ground for a particular community. So lot of, it should generate a lot of thinking, connecting the dots, reflecting, and then forming your own stand. It's okay. So much has been written about Israel, Palestine, Russia thing. But then amid all this plethora of news, wealth of news, overwhelming, what is your clarity and what would be your own stand? Independent critical thinking on burning local issues, state issue, national, international. That is an area we have not taken any time at all because there's no time. You get the point. So you have to fend for yourself.
Yes, sir.
Since you are a meritorious, you have a lot of clarity. Like you said, for instance, environment, we were very happy. We put an end there. You said fine, development, but I don't see any conflict between development and ecological conservation. When you said clearly, yes, sir, I am for development. It has to be there, but it has to be within the confines of the ecology. You disturb ecology, then why not happens? Himalaya, everything happens all over. So that kind of a clarity, conviction, and once you are convinced, then the courage comes. Then you are able to speak. But there will be areas you say, very politely smile and say, sir, this is an area I have not yet studied. I will go into such a, thank you, sir. And when a member says something, then if it's it could be an enlightening, very enlightening. Sorry, sir, I got to know. Thank you very much, sir. So it's a free-flowing conversation. It's an area where you speak with confidence and glad on your areas of strength and areas where you have to read up. Say, sir,
Yes.
okay?
Yes, sir.
Any question from your side?
May I ask one more question?
Please, please.
How many kinds of writs can the Supreme Court and High Court issue? Writs, W-R-I-T, writ.
Yes, sir. Sir, it has 5 kinds of writs that Supreme Court and High
What
Court.
are they?
Sir, first one is habeas corpus,
Good.
then mandamus,
Yes.
then prohibition, then certiorari, and then quo warranto.
Very good.
Good. Sir, you'd like to say something?
She's all right. I think the
And-
only thing is she needs to scale up.
And which dress you will go, Ankita? Dress.
Dress, co-dress,
Sir,
pindigiti.
sari.
Good. Good. And then you promised us 1 or 2 postures in Odisha.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, please.
Okay, sir.
You can just remove this so that it also comes in the camera.
Sir, first of all, when we start Odissi,
Yeah.
to respect our Mother Earth, we do Bhumi Pranam. So this is the way.
Okay. Good. Very good.
Sir, there are mainly 2 postures.
Yeah.
That is, one is Chauka, this is the Lord Jagannath's pose, and the other is Tribhang, this is.
Oh, very good.
The 3 bends, that is why Tribhang.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Very nice.
Okay. Well done.
All the best. We'd like to see you on top.
Sir, sir,
Take your
Please,
seat.
please, take us. Ask comfortably, whatever you want to ask.
sir, no पहले सर किसी problem होगा
କିଛି ନାହିଁ. No money.
No କହିବାଟା
For instance, give an example. Suppose, sorry, sir, it's always sorry, sir, I wouldn't be knowing that. I'll read up, sir. It's also positive. No, he said,
I guess.
sir, I wouldn't be knowing. Sorry, sir, I wouldn't know. Like that.
Sir,
And the positive ending is, sir, I'll read up on that.
Yes.
Sometimes the member may come forward and then try to explain something or give you the answer. Thank you, sir, I'll learn it.
Nice.
Thank you. Like that. Very simple. What you know, you know. But there may be an area where it's a descriptive or just loud thinking. That is an area where you should speak out.
I guess.
For instance, what do you think of that Kolkata incident? What do you think of Indo? That is something that is not factual, but it's a little descriptive, analytical, sometimes argumentative.
I guess.
There are many levels, types of question, which is simply factual. If you know the fact, you give the answer. If you don't know, sometimes it is descriptive, sometimes it is a definition, elaboration, arguments, debate. You should know what is the point
Yes.
and where you should say.
ଆଉ ସାର୍ କିଛିଟା କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚନ୍ ଯଦି ଆମକୁ ସଡନ୍ ଇଂଲିଶରେ ମାନେ ଏକ୍ସପ୍ଲେନ୍ କଲା ଗୋଟେ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ୍ ହଉଥିବ ଦେନ୍
ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ ସାଙ୍ଗେ ସାଙ୍ଗେ instantly start with ଓଡ଼ିଆ.
ପରମିଶନ ମାଗିକି
Continue.
ଓଡ଼ିଆ
Track पे दरकार नहीं. Not necessary.
Odia is our language.
Yes, sir.
It is the official language. If you remember, initially the government thought of all the files should be transacted in.
Odia.
So, in fact, you should seek permission for speaking in English. Strictly speaking.
I guess.
Strictly speaking. Okay? Yeah, any other question?
Yeah, sir. Thank you.
Huh?
Sir.
All the best, Ankita.
Sir, thank
We should we will see you on top, and we expect a sweet packet.
Sir, thank
So
you, sir.
when you
the
say
Thank
no, with a smile say no,
I guess, sir.
not with angry
I
face.
guess, sir.
Okay,
I guess.
and this smile you should retain your smiling face. You need not smile.
Cool and
Positive,
composure. Cool and composure.
pleasant looking.
I guess.
Even when you say no, sorry sir. If you can say no, I don't know sir in a smiling, pleasant way, that positive. In other words, positive expression.
You are honest.
I guess, sir.
Okay.
So thank
All the
you, sir.
best. God bless you,
All the
Ankita.
best.
Nice talking to you.
I guess, sir.